Hi everyone, welcome back to another video and another Viva Las VegaStamps design team project. Today is January 1st, 2013, but I'm going to post this live on YouTube around sometime in February or maybe even March. The reason why I'm doing this video now and taking pictures for a future blog post now is because my parents are going to Vegas at the end of January, and I'm giving them a couple things that I made in hopes, and I'm really hoping that they go to the Viva Las VegaStamps store and give them to Dee Dee. So, and of course I hope they look around the store and stuff. And I really hope one day that I'm able to go to Vegas and go to the store myself. So back to the canvas stick right here. It's a fit inspired canvas. A couple months ago I did a 4x4 one just to play around with the technique and stuff. And I did a video on that, and I said that I wanted to do one with Viva Las VegaStamps, and I did. Originally I wanted to do it on this 12x12, but I thought that was too ambitious for me, so I did it in the 5x7, the last one that I had. This is from Michaels, and these are more than new stamps that Viva Las Vegas has, and I stamped it on white cardstock and colored it with Prismas. And originally I just stamped it and trimmed it and glued it onto the canvas, and then I used post-it notes and tape to make sure that none of the sprays got on it, and I'll get to that in a minute. And then the next thing that I did was I put some brain went blank molding paste on here, and I used the Harlequin stamp, and I just stamped right into the molding paste to give it some texture, and then I washed the stamp right away so it wouldn't, the molding paste wouldn't dry on the stamp. And then I glued with matte medium. I don't know if you can see it back here, but I used some lace from my stash. And then I also, with matte medium, I glued these the 3 rows trim, rosette trim that is from May Arts on there. And then the rest of the stuff that you see on here is from my stash, and I used the molding paste to attach it to the canvas. And then you can see right here, you can see the top half of the flamingo, and then the bottom half. I wanted to keep him whole, but he just wouldn't want to stay whole. He kept wanting to come up. Each half one come up when I try to press it more into the molding paste. So I just took them off and cut them in half. This is his top half, this is bottom half. And then after I glued everything down and let it dry, I took some gesso and gessoed everything, well, except for the flowers because they're originally white. Then after I gessoed, I took some sprays, and the sprays I used were the Delusion ink spray, and this is the bubblegum pink. And what else did I use? I used the Moonshaddow Mist, Phantom Fuchsia, Phantom Fuchsia, and I used a little bit what was left. I think I painted this on the Voodoo Violet Blue Starburst spray. I already have a little bit of that left. And I also used Screaming Banshee Black and Dark Chocolate Truffle it's the sprays. I just sprayed stuff on a different paint, places, and after a couple 2 each sprays, I think I did these 2 first, and after that I heat set it, and then I did the purple and the brown and heat set that, and then some black, and then I heat set that, and then I took bronze craft paint and silver craft paint and just lightly painted them, and painted that on here, and then added some more sprays and stuff. And I took you have to look on the blog for pictures. So then after I took the post-it notes off, there's a little bit of pink spray because there is a border right here. So there was a pink spray right on there, and I tried to fix it with adding painting more of the spray on there, and it just didn't look right. So I just sprayed using the same sprays that I used today that I showed you on here. I did the same, just sprayed it and covered it up as best as I could, and then I re-stamped her and colored her, and I fussy cut her out as best I could, and I'm proud of myself because I didn't excuse me, cut the umbrella off. So then I used foam tape to pop her up, and I did use some, I think I used a purple Sharpie to around the edges of the foam tape so it can blend in. Then I stamped out Dream Big and Make-A-Wish, and I used a white cardstock with black memento ink, and so it wouldn't be so stark white, I used the Delusion spray and on the first layer, and then I went over painted the Phantom Fuchsia Moonshine Mist. And what I did with both, I sprayed it on the craft mat, and with a paintbrush I just painted it on both colors, and then let that dry, and then I cut the words apart, and the dream, I used foam tape to pop that up, and then I just used Miracle Tape for the big. And then originally for the Make-A-Wish, I did the same thing. I stamped in a white cardstock, cut them off, and then I think I used the fuchsia, and I think I used the brown, the dark chocolate truffle, and it just looked blah, and it blended into too much into the canvas. So I took that off, and I redid it with white on piece of scrap white cardstock, and I did used the same colors for the Dream Big, which is the Delusions hot pink, and then went over it with the Phantom Fuchsia. And I apologize for my voice. I'm getting over a cold that I had for a week. And then again, I put them on pop dots. And I think, and if I remember right now, I think I stamped that on the reverse side. The Dream Big, I stamped that on the reverse side of Chrome Coat. And same thing with the girl, I stamped that on the matte side of the Chrome Coat. It was a piece of scrap that I had. So that's about it. And you can see I added some dies and some little chips, and these were from that's the dice and the chips were from a Yahtzee game, and some keys and all kinds of cool stuff. So that's right now, and I'll put all the information in the description below, and be sure to check out the Viva Las VegaStamps blog so you can see better pictures of this, and thanks for watching.